Our registered dietitian Diana Steele with us. We're talking about the midday slump. You know, after lunch, sometime in the afternoon, when you just think,
hits us all.
I'd like a nap.
And what do?
You power down.
Often people go for the coffee with some syrup, a little bit of whipping cream, maybe a cookie. And you know how much sugar you get in that drink with the syrup and the whipping cream? 17 cubes of sugar. I'm not going to lift that up because it'll fall. My little tower of sugar cubes. 17 cubes of sugar.
Pass on the sugar burst.
Yeah, so there are lots of other things that we could do to avoid that. One would be...
That's a lot of sugar.
I know.
When you look at it that way.
And you would never sit there and eat that much sugar. So how come we're having it in our drinks? And that's just for a grande.
Okay.
Which has become a unit of measure.
Yeah.
So what can you do to avoid that midday slump? One thing is always starting with a healthy breakfast. And so I made in advance, which this is something that you can do in advance, take it with you or have it at breakfast at home. It's a mixture of the big oats and then some nuts and flaxseed ground up, and you toast that a little bit in the frying pan and then put that with a layer of a mixture of vanilla and plain yogurt, so you don't get quite as much sugar, and then some berries, and then do the nut oat mixture again. So it's like a fruit breakfast.
So that's your mid-morning snack?
No, so this is breakfast.
This is breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have, and this doesn't you don't have to have this much. If you wanted to divide that into two and have half for your morning snack, you could. This is just the size of jar that I had, so I filled it to the top, so it looked really pretty. But you could put it in a bowl as well. So starting with a breakfast can help you control your blood sugars through the morning slump, and then also a healthy lunch. And so one thing I wanted to do today is just a really easy edamame pasta salad that you get to make for me. And all you're doing is mixing all of the ingredients up in this bowl, and you're ready to go. And I think this meal can be really great to have at a dinner and then take your leftovers in your lunch for the next day. So all we have is this shell pasta, and I'll just add this for you. And then if you want to add in the edamame, Jay.
Edamame? Speak to me about the power of the edamame.
Well, edamame's got a great source of protein in it. It's a soy protein, and actually there's a new health claim by Health Canada that 25 grams of soy protein per day can help lower your cholesterol, your LDL cholesterol. So it's a great way to get some soy protein, but also it acts like an anchor for your energy. So you've got the carbs for your fuel, and then the edamame is your protein in that meal. Then we're also going to add in some Havarti cheese, or you could use cheddar if you like, whatever your family prefers.
Not chunks of butter.
Is that chunks
and
of
some
butter?
cherry tomatoes.
Now,
and
do you
celery.
worry about adding carbs? Like, what if you don't want carbs in your salad?
Well, you could take them out if you want, but carbs are what's giving us energy, right?
Okay.
And so celery and tomatoes don't really have a lot of carbohydrate fuel, and carbs are what your brain uses for fuel.
Okay.
So that's the #1 fuel source.
Carbs in moderation, is that the rule?
Yeah, well, definitely you need to have carbohydrates. I think people are avoiding carbs too much, and as a result getting way more protein than they need or more fat than they need. So it's still really about balance and moderation in that. This is fresh basil, so we can toss some of that in. I should have brought a bigger bowl. And then this is a white balsamic, but you could use a white wine vinegar. And then olive oil. And the best thing about this is that you just mix it all together. This is lemon rind from a whole lemon, so we'll have lots of lemon flavor. And then chili powder, and you can add as much as you want. If you have kids and you don't want it too flavorful, you don't have to add all that. So, and then we would just mix that together, and you can do your very best without throwing it all over the countertop. And you have this gorgeous salad. So that's one thing that you can do, is have a really nice lunch. But the other thing that you can do is bring some healthy snacks with you. And so I've got some dietitian-approved snacks here. So one is some berries and a yogurt. And a Greek yogurt has more protein than a regular yogurt, so that could be an option. A spoonful of almond butter, or this is a wow butter if you can't have nuts in your facility. Wow is with chickpeas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And apple slices, so you could spread a little bit of that on an apple slice. It's actually a really good flavor combination. I also get my kids to dip it into Cheerios, and it's a really nice snack.
Really?
A hard-boiled egg and some whole grain crackers would be another great snack. An energy bar, something that you want to make sure you've got a source of protein and carbohydrates when you're choosing your energy bar, so something that's going to give you long-lasting energy. Grapes and some cheese could be another option, or of course your trail mix, so I've got different nuts and dried fruit in there for a snack. You could do crackers and cheese, some edamame, or veggies and some hummus would be a great alternative. And of course, instead of going for the coffee, having some water. And you know, if this was sitting on your desk at work, would you be inclined to drink it? It's got lemon and cucumber and mint sprigs. You may not go to that much effort, but if you felt like you needed a break and your energy was going down, you could say, hey, I need to get up and go do something. So you might have some lemon in the fridge, and you could go pour yourself a jug of water and have that instead. Sometimes we're just thirsty.
So these are all energy boosters. What should we be avoiding at all costs to
Other than
avoid
the
that
sugar?
slowdown in the afternoon?
I think too much sugar is really going to lead to that energy
yeah.
crash. So avoiding those drinks that have a lot of sugar and the sugary snacks and treats like cookies and high sugar granola bars and things like that don't really have any energy. And always make sure that you've got your protein with your carbs in your afternoon snack and staying well hydrated. But sometimes you just need to get up and move around. So go walk the stairs or go visit a friend down the hall or something and get the oxygen going.
Absolutely. Great advice. As always, if you have any questions or you want to know more, you can contact Diana 604-739-3290. Check out our website, eatingforenergy.com. You can also follow Diana on Twitter at eatingforenergy. Thanks so much.
Thank you.